Hi Diamonds, welcome back to the channel. It's me, Nisi, and today I have a great motivational word for you. And it is you are chosen. So today I'm going to be reading from 1 Peter 2, verse 9. And here we go. It says, "But you are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, his own special people, that you may proclaim the praises of him who called you out of darkness into his marvelous light." So the Lord wanted me to share with you today that you are chosen. Have you ever wondered why you are different? Like you try to fit in, but you just don't fit in. Like you sit here and you're like, okay, well, I'm just going to sit back, but I will look the part, dress the part. I'll try to speak and act and do everything I'm supposed to do in this environment. But for some reason, you still don't fit in. You know, you try to hide. You're like, oh no, okay, I'm back here. Don't worry. I'm going to do my own thing. I'm just hiding. But for some reason, you can't hide. And this is because you are chosen. God has set you apart. So I learned that no matter what you do, your light will shine. God's light shines through you wherever you are. You step into a room and then people turn their heads. Why? Because the light is in you. The light is glowing out of you. So I'm going to give an example. When I was back in college, this is undergrad, I studied biology. I did graduate with my biology degree. So of course, in science, I had chemistry. So I walk into the classroom, it was like a little bit before the class was getting ready to start. And I see that it looks huge. It's like an auditorium style. And I'm like, okay, no, I'm going to sit in the back. So I was like third from the last row. After I began to get to know my professor, they revealed to me that on the first day of class, there was a light that shined and they saw this arrow. And I'm thinking to myself, God, even when you try to just hide in the back, you cannot hide when God has shined his light upon you. There will be trials and tribulations even when God has called you and when he has chosen you. So remember that many are called, but few are chosen. Also, many are the afflictions of the righteous, but God will deliver them out of them all. Not out of some of them, but out of them all. Those who are chosen, we aren't trying to be in the spotlight. We aren't trying to be in the front. Matter of fact, we all the way back here. But the Lord will pull you from the back to the front, and he will reveal who he has called you to be. That's why this channel is called Diamond Reveal, because there's no more hiding. It's time for your light to shine. So I have another story. I was in my PhD program, but my job was sending me to South Dakota. And this is confirmation for somebody that it's time for you to venture out. It's time for you to step into the new places and the new environments that God has for you. Take the limits off of God and take the limits off of yourself. So while I was in South Dakota, I believe it was one of my off days, I had a chance to turn on the TV and just relax. So when I turn on the TV, I see the movie, The Lion King. So I said, okay, I haven't seen this in a while, but something in my spirit was telling me to watch it. How many of you know that you can see something, but then God can give you fresh eyes to see it in a new way, in a new perspective? So I'm watching the movie, and by the end, I get a whole new revelation. So you have Simba. Simba was chosen from the beginning. So he had a purpose and a destiny. And I want you to know that God has given you a purpose and a destiny. So he deals with a wicked uncle named Scar. Also, he's dealing with the loss of his father, Mufasa, which he thinks that is all his fault. Also, eventually runs away from his family, his homeland. He's off now because he has this shame and this guilt. But how many of you know that no time is wasted? God can redeem the time that was lost. God can use everything for your good. The Bible says all things work together for the good of those who love God, to those who are the called according to his purpose. So God will use everything that you're going through, no matter the circumstance, no matter the setbacks. He will use all of it for your good, because guess what? You are called, you are chosen, and your destiny and your purpose will not change. God will get the glory out of your life. Okay, so back to the story. Now, Simba is no longer a cub. Now he is a full grown lion. He goes back to his homeland, the Pride Land, to fight for the freedom of not only himself, but the people around him or the animals around him. How many of you know sometimes you're fighting and you're like, what is this opposition, Lord? But sometimes the fight is not just for you. Your destiny can be tied to other people. So if you are obedient and follow what the Lord has told you to do, guess what? Not only is your life saved, but now you have saved others. So remember that your purpose is connected to someone else's freedom. Your purpose is connected to someone else's breakthrough. So make sure that you follow God and follow the path. Simba, he eventually defeats his uncle. He learns the truth. He learns that no, his father passing was not his fault. He also becomes the chosen king because he was always chosen. It was always his purpose and his destiny to be king. The revelation I got was that no matter what, God will still get you to the point where you need to be. You will still fulfill the promise. You will still fulfill the purpose. I don't care how old you are. The promise will come to pass because God's word will not return to him void. Also, I noticed that even in the Bible, if you remember Joseph, how he was in the pit before he got to the palace. And when I think about that, he had the dream and the dream did come to pass. But look at his circumstances. Look at everything he had to go through. Now it hurts, and a lot of times the pain leads to the purpose. I realize that most of the time when there's a lot of pain, that means the purpose is great. So remember that while you are going through, that your pain is for purpose, that you will have beauty for ashes, and God is always with you. There's so many things I want to say, but I'm going to go ahead and maybe create a part 2 of this video. So let me know if you want a part 2. If you like this video and you feel like someone else can be encouraged to know that they are chosen, also that their pain is for purpose, please share this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, bye.